What's happening, everybody? Roadmaster, welcome back to more Workshop Simulator. And I think we have, like, what, a week left? I think that's what it is. No, this wasn't letting me use that for a second. Yeah, so there's about a week left. At least as far as I think. I'm pretty sure it ends on that day. So, we only have one job today. And I think it's the one that's sitting out here right now. So let's start on this. It doesn't seem like it's going to be, yeah, it's 26 pieces. I didn't expect it to be get this from back here? No? Alright. It'd be too easy. Too easy. What? What am I doing? Oh, it's bolts. It's a whole bunch of bolts. Give me this. Move you, grab that. Oh, it's a little grabby bit. Move that one. Off you. What? Little small pieces. I don't even know. How do I grab you? You can see this one here. The hooked in this. Okay, there we go. I don't know how I'm supposed to grab all that stuff. Take off the top parts. Okay, now get the bottom parts. No problem. There we go. Back to the screwdriver. Take you off, take you off. But yeah, I wanted to come back to this game because I enjoy it. There's only a little bit left. And I don't know, this is a game I like to do. Kinda at the end of the day. It's a nice relaxing game. Nice chill game, nice thing to like try to help me fall asleep to later. You know, nice. It's also that sound. It's kind of the same thing with Power Wash Simulator. The sound of everything is just, I don't know, got that satisfying vibe to it. All right, put you down. Grab the next bit. Imagine this honestly to take too long. Yeah, because this one's done. Bit right here. And I have no idea what they're going to throw at us next. It's weird, like, the jobs in this are just so random. Sometimes it's like a crazy big thing, sometimes it's a tiny little job. Right, oh wait, I didn't finish. Missed something, there we go. These are just tiny little pieces. Kinda makes it nice because they're all flat, so it's not like having to turn them a whole bunch of times. It's there once, and then there you go. So everything's nice and smooth. It's just the small ones. It's the only part that sucks. Go. You just flip you over this way. Alright, last but not least, this little bit right here. Alright. Well done with this. I don't imagine a lot of this is getting sandblasted. Yeah, it's only 10 pieces. I'm gonna have to paint this. It's another one of those things that doesn't make sense to paint it. I think what I'm going to end up doing, too, is, if it's possible, when they end up updating and adding stuff to this, I don't remember if I said it last time. Forgot I just pushed space to put the thing down. I may come back and just try to, like, you know, do a job. Maybe a job or two. Maybe one big job if I can manage to get that. With, like, upgraded tools or upgraded whatever the case may be. See how that goes. Just to try out things. But I do want to take this to the end because we're almost there. At least right now. Kind of like also why I've been putting some days between just in case. You know, maybe they'll update it and add something. I'm not sure. I am impressed with detail of this game. Alright, there we go. Flip you over, get this side. One's all super nice and shiny. Alright, we all good? Missing something somewhere. Okay. I can't even fully tell. Right? There we go. Last piece right here, and then we go to painting. I'm hoping we don't paint a whole bunch of it. Okay, put you down. Come over here and do you. Yeah, it's just one. Good, good. Right. This. All of you, flip you around, paint the bottom. There we go. Just like that. Just gotta put it back together. Put that back in, put that in. Basically change the other one because we don't need this anymore. Oh, not right now. Okay. zoom in so I can actually see what's happening. You. There we go. I mean, it still looks gross back here, but fine. We did our job, so we're on to the next day, right? Mail, you, claim. I mean, then we don't even need the money for it. End our day. Yep. Alright, so we're in the last stretch. Oh, yeah. Good call. I'm glad it doesn't let me just skip it. One of my friends is a sea captain? Okay. This old gizmo lying on the room in the cabinet of the fireplace. Oh, so wait. Are we gonna go? As soon as it said my friend is a sea captain, it's a sextant, right? I'm assuming so. That's where where it's normally like I've heard of it being used is on the sea. Yep, it's a sextant. We're fixing this one up now. Which my guess is the box is gonna be the worst part of the entire thing, to be honest. I imagine the actual sextant itself is gonna be a pain in the butt. Now let's go over here. Take care of this. Also, if they end up adding more jobs to do, then of course I'll come back for that. Oh, I knew it was gonna be crazy. It's because the box is nuts. 162. Woo! Right. Do all that. You. Okay, this is crazy. Take off this part. That. Take off the outside. No, what can I take off? The top part? Okay. Move all the screws from right here. Like to at least try to work on one side first and then move on. Where's that? It's on the bottom? There, right there, and right there. And then I can take off this whole bit. Alright. At least shrunk it down a bunch. Oh, no. I mean, it looks like a lot of the bits are going to be screws. Oh, is it one solid thing? Oh, please tell me it's one solid thing. What? Can't I grab it? Oh, because there's one solid bar, too. Oh. Oh, that's nice. It's not a whole bunch of them. I thought it was going to be a whole bunch, and I'm like, man, this is going to suck. So the sextant itself. All the screws from you. So many. Okay, is that all? Oh, I see offhand. Remove that, that. Oh, I see 3 more right here. They were perfectly hidden back there. Side off. Side off. What am I missing now? Oh, the front piece. Okay. Okay, so then just, nope, it's screwed in on the bottom? I have no idea. No, I think they're just held in. What? Okay, not at all what I was trying to do. Here, right there. God, there's so many small little pieces. Oh, this is gonna be fun to put back together. At least I can just see kind of through as I'm grabbing it off. Man, there's so many pieces. All right, this lens, yeah, definitely have to clean that part. It's like really like independent pieces there. You. Where's the screwdriver? Oh, right there. Okay. Just saw you for a second. There you are. That. This thing's really coming apart weird. There. I need the... Oh, because there's a whole bunch of... I'm like, why can't I do this? I feel like there's something here I'm missing, and it's because there is something here I'm missing. Move these. What? Oh, there's... Okay, I see. So we have to take the glass off, then this. Okay. Bolt. Bolt somewhere over here, too. Or right here. No, I have no idea what it is I'm missing on this part. This is all like independent pieces. Like grab this piece, then grab that piece. You, and you. Okay. What? Why can't I grab these beforehand? Why did I have to, I guess maybe because you can't technically reach them. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, there's a thing on the inside that I can't quite see. Here we go. Ow. Oh, man. How do I grab that? How am I supposed to grab that? Oh my god. Alright. Good lord. Ooh. Like, that one's not bad. This one's not even that bad. This one. Ooh. It's only 84 pieces. Not so bad at all. But this is definitely... I did not expect this. I've been like, no, I knew this was going to happen. I've been waiting for this one to pop up. I didn't expect it to be as bad as it is. There's so much pieces. Alright. Clean you off real quick. Flip you around. Clean you off real quick. There we go. It's an easy one. It's all like this. Sides too. Alright. Let's give me the big ones first. The small ones last. I imagine it's gonna be even less. Like, we have to obviously clean up the glass, but you don't sandblast glass. You don't sandblast glass. That's a ridiculous thing. That'll be one whole bunch of pieces right there we won't have to do. I don't know what else, but at least those ones. Okay. Switch trays. Yay, big ones first. All the wood. So much nicer just simply cleaning it off, and my guess is then we're gonna have to paint it some ugly color, right? Make me paint it, I'm gonna make it ridiculous. That's what we're gonna do. It's my tactic in every game. In fact, Monbazoo is the one that I realized I was thinking about earlier today, like, huh, next time I play that I'm gonna have to make my race car significantly crazy, because I haven't done that. I like making things incredibly colorful. Why? Because they aren't normally. Like House Flipper, that's another perfect example. See, more often than not, walls are just white walls and everything like that. Now, I gotta make them crazy. God. That bad, but it's gonna be a bunch of small pieces that are gonna be give me a lot of grief. I can already feel it. Right. These are gonna be easy to clean off. This one. In the butt. Trying to stay on that perfect area. Trying to make thumbnails. I have such a hard time because my hands shake. Trying to go in a straight line like something like this. I mean, I'm doing pretty good, I feel. Right. See the other way. Is this supposed to be like a leather strap? Right. Very weird. Awkward. Alright, flip you over this way, clean off all that, clean off all this. There we go. This is one I don't imagine we're going to be sandblasting. One of these small little bits. On target. You're on target. Oh, something, you know what, I'll even ask them this. Like, let me know in the comments, did you guys want to see the new Lego Star Wars game? One of the nice things about this, I don't know, these types of games, there's moments like this in Power Wash Or I feel like it's perfect opportunities just to be like, almost just kind of go on rants in a sense. Not necessarily rant, I don't know if that would be the right phrasing. Just other things in general, thoughts process, thought things going down as I'm going through everything. But it's like that's one that I popped up and I was like, I could play with my kids and do on it, but it'd be dependent on if you guys want to see it or not. That's $40 and there's no requesting key, so. This right here. Care of all of you. Alright. I am really dreading the other one since we're only at 84 right now. Or we have 84 to do, we're only at 20. Well, I hit 24 by the end of this. There we go. Brain can do the right wording. Okay, flip you over. Alright, switch. Oh my god. Oh, alright. There's so much here. So many parts. There's so many small parts at that I feel like this is gonna just be... Ooh. I mean, I'm definitely cleaning things up and making them look... I didn't mean to do that. Do the top. Clean all this stuff off. I have a feeling we're gonna have to power wash there. Not power wash, but sandblast like a good chunk of these metal ones. Especially the actual... this metal stuff. Because, I mean, washing it's not making it look much nicer. Glass, however, I don't feel like we're gonna have to... No, not you. This is my problem, is trying to click on the right one. Wait, I missed... I didn't get it? Alright, flip you over, get this side. Go. Right. One of these little bits. Flipping you over. Funny part is none of these are what I'm trying to click on. I'm trying to click on this back piece back here. Like, the one downside of this is you can't zoom in on the actual tray. And, like, when they do trays like this where there's just so many things on one tray. I don't know, when you're trying to click on the one specific part, it always seem to work. This is just straight up like, no, I don't feel like functioning. Right? Help that I have a cat jumping on my lap at the same time, just randomly. He's like, alright, this is where I'm at now. This is where I am. And Kiba has gotten so much larger. Alright, flip you around. Get rid of all of this. Which is like, that's one thing I haven't done either. I haven't done a video, like I haven't done anything on like TikTok, the Master Cats in a long time. And though, oh my god, he's falling on the keyboard. Alright. Even though they do insane stuff like that all the time. Clean off this, there we go. Clean off the glass, it'll make it nice. And that's like, yeah, I don't imagine those to be too difficult. And we won't sandblast these, so this will be one less thing. As far as painting goes, man, I swear to God, there's so much of this stuff that I do not want to paint. If it makes me paint, I'm going to be so upset. And it's the only thing that I have not enjoyed on some of this is that it makes you paint some of these things that really don't deserve to be painted. And it's not don't deserve, it don't need to be painted. Can't even tell sometimes. I hear the beep, other times I don't hear the beep. Alright, there we go. Tiny little piece at the end. Alright. What am I missing here? My god. I like the big ones because you can actually... God, this cat! Round 3. Jumping on my lap. Alright, right there. Rid of all of you dirt there. Alright. Man, this is... I wonder how many more jobs are going to be this insane. This is like we go from a job that's 29 pieces. Really not too bad. A couple like awkward position things and that's it. To like frickin' 169 or whatever it was. Like, that's a bit of a jump. That's a bit of a jump from like what it was before. Clean off all of you. I imagine this one to be too hard because it's a nice big piece. Actually see where all the dirt's at. Alright, there we go. Oh my god, do I really gotta get those little itty bitty teeny tiny pieces? Is that what I just saw? What? Okay, this is insane. What am I missing? Dude, you're joking, right? What could I possibly be missing? They're so small. I mean, it's literally like, you just hold it there and just rinse it off. Like, what? You getting the right ones? Yeah, okay. I mean, what? Wow. I hate the small pieces. I don't know what I could possibly be missing. You're so small, like you get no leeway? What is this insanity? You make me paint these game, I'm gonna rage. And take my calmness. Throw it out the window. Okay. These ones I can understand, maybe I have to clean the inside, but no, they give you so much leeway. It's just the teeny tiny idiot. Oh my god, look, there was even smaller ones. What? Look at this. What is this? What am I even cleaning? This is a bunch of insanity. How do I even know, man? Okay. Whatever. Oh god, don't make me grind these ones down, please. Nope. Click on them, I think, is the big problem of all of it. You're gonna make me sandblast you, aren't you? Feel it. Obviously not these. These are nice. Glass just cleans off so fast. Right? Tiny little dot. Come on now. Gotta be like this screw. Holy crap. At least this I understand because it's a circular thing, so you kind of have to like flip it. Alright, God, there's still one more tiny bit. One more tiny bit, and then we're all good. Holy crap. Alright, I got it. Just clicking, hoping to God to get it. Where? There we go. Alright, we're done with the tiny bits. Thank goodness. You. Alright, nice big pieces, easy to clean off. And finally, last piece. Alright. Holy crap. Please be like 60 something. Yay, 61. Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, flip you over. This one's super finicky. Alright, that's fine. Easier just to do this. Okay, maybe not. I can't get it at the angle I want. Oh, this is fine. This is another one, like, this is what I mean, like, you make me paint this. I'm painting this crazy. And I know it's gonna make you paint the wood. It always does. They never let you get away with not painting the wood. Oh, alright. Clean all you up. There we go. Clean all this part off. I'm actually kind of amazed at how many jobs there were with this. To be honest, when I first saw this, I was like, I figured maybe like 10, 15 jobs. It's a lot more than that. It's a good amount. I feel like they're, like I said earlier, I feel like this is a really detailed, well done on the details. There's been some bugs to make things look weird, but all in all, like the details of taking things apart and everything, I feel like it was extremely well, like, looked into and put well into the game. Here, your edge right there. Come on, ding. There we go. I see it because the cat's like laying over my keyboard. He's gotten so much bigger. And he's not even a year, close to a year old. Katniss is almost a year. Alright, take care of all of this. There we go. It's like, I don't know how often it's coming through, if at all, lately. But he does what Moosh used to do, with the running up and, or standing in the hallway and just yowling. Like, hey, nobody's paying attention to me. Look at me, give me loves. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy on these parts. So a good chunk of it's gonna come down to the metal. I think it is giving me a good amount of leeway that I can just kind of flip back and forth, kind of get the edges on a little bit. Over. Alright, just like so. You gonna let me ding? Now you gotta get the sides. There we go. See, like that. I love those ones because they give me so much leeway. Oh, here we go. Right along the edge. Alright. Flip you over. This one I have to go slow on. I just can't keep it going in a straight line. Alright. And I might as well do the other one while I'm at. I like doing that. See, I can't. Here we go. Yeah, target. I go through here, go up here. Alright. Oh no. No, don't pull this. It's doing one of those things. That's what I was kind of afraid of by looking at this too. Oh no, I guess maybe it is cleaning it. Doesn't look like the wood's changing at all though. Those ones always mess with me because I don't know if I'm doing a good job on it or not. Go, I say just give me that leeway. Alright, flip you over here. Go, and just ding. So it looks like a good chunk of it is all going to be that metal bit. I had a feeling. A lot of these aren't getting done, so it's even less stuff on these. It's all coming down to all those metal pieces. Please tell me it's not going to be the small ones. Just don't make me do the little teeny tiny bits. And it's only because I don't want to have to try to click on them. I don't even care otherwise. I miss. Here. Okay. Last one on this, then it's all down to the last tray. Alright. Over the next one. Oh, God. Well, these ones are nice and... Over this way. All that. Get all this. Yeah, alright. I mean, there is a lot of pieces in all reality that are red. None of the small ones, of course. Nope. Get the small one back there. Can't even see it. That's the worst part. It's so small it hides perfectly behind the sandblaster. Alright, well, those ones are actually easier than doing the washing part. Okay, this is actually going better than the washing one was. Alright. Doop, get all of that. I think it's because this is faster. Washing one's more like at the speed of the, you have to move at the speed of slowness. God, what am I missing? On this, flip you over this side. Go. We got some more small pieces up at the top of this. Gross. I think these are the ones that we pulled out rather than use the screwdriver on. There's a lot of little, like, peg bits in there. Right? Why don't I just get the small ones done just so I can get them out of the way? They're the ones that drive me nuts. Look at this. This tiny little thing, man. What am I possibly missing? I can't even tell. Why? They're trying to go full detail into this. You get every little piece. Right? There we go. If I zoom in enough, it's like, okay, so we got the bottom. Flip it over. I'll flip it over more. We get the top. There we go. I think also maybe there's the time on there if I hang around a second longer, yeah. It's still nicer than the water was. Except for the fact I can't see it. There you go. Alright. All this stuff off. All the rust off the metal. Okay, you're all nice. I don't know if I need to get the inside at all. I don't think so. Maybe I do. Okay, well, what's happening? Okay, last but not... Nope, there's 2 more parts of this. Last but not least part of this. No, we got this one. I guess there's even more because it looks like there's a bigger piece up above. Alright, we gotta get the inside. And all of you. I'm gonna dread this. I'm like dreading finishing this and then going into the painting stand and seeing having to paint all this crap. I can feel it. I feel it's gonna do it to me. It's gonna drive me insane. You're all done now. Really? Yeah, that's not the one I was expecting to have. Take the paint off the dial? I mean, I guess it's like engraved in the metal. This did this to me before too. There, I don't know what I'm missing on that one. Okay, just a couple more pieces left and we have this one done. Holy crap. The job in it. This was a job. This was a job. I guess I still have to paint. Never mind. Paint and then put it back together. Which putting it back together won't be bad because it has that you can actually do through the thing. Painting, I'm like seriously, I'm dreading it so much. I feel it's gonna be so many of these things we're gonna have to paint. I'm gonna lose my mind because it doesn't make sense. Alright, clean all you off, clean all you off. I think it's the top part. Alright, one more time. Go. Last 2. Oh, turn. Keep turning. Alright, last one. Alright. All done. Please. You're like 20. 36. Alright, you make me paint it all different colors. Making me paint it all different colors. You're not giving me a choice. This is what you do, game. Alright. You. We're gonna switch to black. Alright. Go. I don't know which ones are which. Alright, paint all this one. Give me the, there we go. I don't know if they came off in like what if I would have paid attention to what order they actually came off and were placed on the tray. I think I would have liked it a little bit more because then I could have gone at least crazy, but crazy with like a pattern. Oh, too insane. Oh my god, stop it. Right, you? Go too insane. But it doesn't apparently register enough. I got the big one I can, just not these ones. There we go. Go over the stop. I mean, I don't even feel like I'm missing a lot. What? Okay, there we go. Alright, switch to the next one. Bright red for no reason. What you've done to me, game. Force me to paint things, I'm making it look ridiculous. I come back and be like, what did you do? Why is everything so colorful? He's at her, oh, I love how colorful everything is. Let's hope for that one. Okay, you gonna give me some leeway? How much leeway are you gonna give me? Not a lot. Oh, no, that's still gonna give me quite a bit. There we go. And we're gonna go with blue. This isn't blue. I don't know what this is, but it does not seem blue. Alright. Oh, alright. I guess we go slow. Like the perfect speed. Right. There we go. Switch to the next one. Okay. I want this for right here. Go. I'm trying to keep it somewhat on a pattern, like I said. Oh, you are making me paint these horrible ones. But why? Is it actually wood and I just don't realize? I mean, it's only 36 pieces, I just realized, so we are not painting a lot of metal. God. I hate it! I hate it so much! You gotta be a gold color. Why is this one? I have easier time with this than I do with the other one. I don't know why. Is it just the angle it's at? Weird. Right, you're all good. I'm just gonna go with brown for this one. You get a basic brown. Am I missing the bottoms? Oh, the inside. I'm actually gonna go with basic brown for all of this. What am I missing? Oh, it's done. I think it was a red. It just didn't seem like it was registering as done. Right. Paint you all brown. Let's paint it wood color, because why not? You know, it's not like it's wood already. I mean, a couple of these things are really dirty, I understand that. Same time. Frick, man. Okay, go to this. Now comes the fun. Paint all this stuff, I'm painting it crazy. You're gonna be blue. Red. I want to use yellow, but at the same time I don't. Oh, nope, you're not done. Back here. Right. That's at least very noticeable in the ones that I don't have. Okay, was next? Pretty sure this one comes next. It's just not in the normal, not in the same position as the other was. I'm not 100% sure. Right. Go. And then you. The telescope aspect should be good. Okay. Okay, you're gonna be bright yellow now. This is easy. This is the game's forced my hand. Can't help it. I must do this. God, stop it. He's just turning. Right, you're good. You green. No idea what pieces connect to what. Oh, not you. It's gonna be so insane. But see, yeah, I'm painting. That's what I thought. I'm painting over the freaking. What? Where's the even like basic logic on that? What? Only because he's so tiny, I'm painting this thing solid black. There we go. Nope, we're going with red. Right here. Go over and get this side. Okay. You know what? I don't have a lot of them. You know what? We're switching to blue. It's the last one, and it's all putting it back together. Let's see how insane it is. All right. Oh, luckily I don't have to go all the way inside the machine or anything. What am I doing? Reattach, reattach. Little tiny pieces. I don't understand what I'm doing right now. Okay. Screw you back in. Fine. Oh, I see it somewhere. Okay. Now it's back to the... Alright. So I was trying to figure out what I was even doing. Put that back on, put that back on, put that back on. And I think it's back to the... After this, no more wrench. Where? Oh, yeah. Put the lens back on. Okay. There. There. Small little pieces. Putting the stuff back together is so much faster. I have to screw them back in. Alright, no, it's just a lot of little connectors. That was the accidental ones where I was taking pieces off I didn't mean to take off. No! It didn't go up in the right order. Dang it. What did I miss? Where is it? Can't see it. There. That's all the screws I had. Piece in there. There we go. I gotta screw all the things back in. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, that one actually worked out really well. I like how that one came together. You. Threw all the stuff back in right here. Work my way back over. Okay, call you up. Then, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that was it. Honestly, I think it looks actually kind of nice. I feel like the color pattern on some of it worked really well. I wish these ones had swapped. So the white was back there, white here, black, black. Kind of like the top part right here. It doesn't seem any different than that. Alright, well, whatever. We're good. We got it. Happy. Yeah, there.
Hey, kid. Come here. Do you have a minute?
What is it, Grandpa?
Thought you might find this interesting. You know what this is?
No, Grandpa.
Well, it's from long ago in the past. It was used to measure distances at sea.
Don't you use computers for that?
Well, yes. Nowadays, they use computers. But back in my day, they didn't have those. They didn't have those.
What's happening?
Come
on. Okay.
I'll show you how it works.
I feel it's like freaking out. Yeah, that was weird. Hey, it actually came through all nice and good working. Like, all right, let's go see what else there is job-wise. If it's another huge project, I may wait for the next video, but not something huge. I won't continue it today. Calendar in the day. Yes. Mail. Oh, toolbox that needs some love. Oh God. Right. I mean, this may not be bad, but anything like the other kinds of boxes we've done, this could be whole. Oh no, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be that bad. It's just a big old thing. Right, toolbox, select. Hey, I have 46 pieces. Like it won't be that bad at all. It's gonna be a lot of screws to remove. Oh. You want me to remove that? The latches? Well, how are you taking the latches off without taking the screws off, man? That doesn't make any sense. Grab that. Oh. Okay, they aren't screws? Grabby pieces? Man, you better not make me sandblast those. Lose my mind. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Sure. Take all the bolts off, I guess. Go back to this. See, it's not nearly, it says like 46, but it's legitimately just a ton of screws. Which is kind of what I was expecting. Yeah. Yeah, it's really not that much. It's only 3 parts I need to clean. I saw it was an old school toolbox. Yeah, there's not a lot in here. And it's a solid metal thing anyways, so that kind of makes it a little easier too. Clean all you off. Am I not cleaning the sides off? I feel like I'm not. Right. This off, flip you onto the back. Alright, put that down. Get the tray. Wait, what's the other piece then? What else am I gonna be cleaning? It's maybe the center part? Oh no, the top. Alright, come on. Seeing that you're done. Give me some leeway. There we go. Yeah, just the top. That's what I thought. Alright, sandblast this thing's gonna probably look all super nice when it's all clean. I mean, just simply cleaning the dirt off doesn't necessarily make it look better, I feel. Last chunk right there. Yep. So let's take all the stuff off now. Yep, that's what I thought. It's gonna turn it all just shiny metal. I'll happily paint this one red. Oh, I mean, it came to me red. It'll go back to it. Going in red. I feel like that just matches exactly what it is. Okay. All the stuff out of here. Man, this is like caked on here, though. The one thing about this one is I feel like it's not like coming off and just giving me lots of leeway in a sense. But no, it's not even that it's leeway. It's just not coming off super easy. Gotta get the top right there, get that there, and then we just gotta get the bottom. Super shiny. There we go. Spray all this off. It actually works nice and easy, like, oh, it looks so good, in fact. Alright, I'm down with this. I can't reach that one because of the weird angle it's at. Alright. Go, clean this wall off because I couldn't get the other one. Yeah, I couldn't get it from that side. And I guess this works, just kind of go like this. There's a lot of surface space to clean, so I understand why there's a lot. It's not so much no leeway as there's just a lot to clear off this. It's nice and easy. There's only a couple pieces. Watch this be the one that doesn't actually make me paint it. I'd be like, why? It's the one I want to paint. Which is it? That'd be such a trip. This was legitimately just like the one that did not want to paint. Like one of those things I'd be like, I'd throw my controller, but I'm not using a controller, I'm using a mouse and keyboard. And I wouldn't do that anyways, because that's ridiculous. But that's this kind of vibe I would, like the vibe I would feel. Care of all this. There we go. Now we just gotta paint it, and we're all done. Well, besides putting it back together, obviously. Alright. And all this. Question is, will you give me leeway on this one? I almost wish there was a darker red. The only thing I would say about like this. Wish it was a little bit of a darker red. What am I missing? Oh, up down here. Alright, there we go. Go back and forth like so. The whole satisfying painting too. You can leave some because it'll fill itself in on the gaps, but and when I'm doing this, I guess I'm going back over some stuff. I get the back here. The bottom. So much. Like it's only barely done. Oh, because I have the entire side on this side. I thought it was just like one part of it. There we go. And just paint you red and we're all done. This is the easier one. This, there we go. Right, and then I just gotta connect it all after it's done this other side. When we just gonna go back and forth on. Not really anywhere else to paint, so easily able to see where I maybe have missed. Nope, we're good. Right, connect you all up. You that I forgot. That. Right, throw all these things back in. All these. Because they're all the same thing. I can go right back to the screwdriver, not have to worry about this again. You and you and you. That's right, this was just like literally pull the parts off. You. Center part on. There we go. It's all nice and new looking. Alright. It was like incredibly fast. Nope, not to that. I want to go to this in the day. Yes. 4 days left. Alright. One of the oldest residents here passed away this night, huh? Talked a little from time to time. He seemed like a kind man. He reminded me of Jacob in a way. My heart hurt a little. Yeah, I can understand. Needs to hear you. What? Oh, the gramophone. Oh, the gramophone. Okay, that was another thing I did see in there. I'll go grab it and I'll at least put it on here to see how many parts it's gonna be. We're obviously not gonna do it today. There's only 4 left though. And then we're all done. So 2 more well, it may only be actually 3 days left. I'm not 100% sure. So let's go see. I feel like this may not be a ton of parts. It's like a few big pieces, but I'm not sure. Oh, I guess a ton of parts is. So, oh my god. 58. Okay, so it's gonna be a few. It's gonna be a few. How many? I guess it's because of this, just the size of all the pieces. I don't know. That'll be our next job, though. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Hit the like button if you want to see more, and leave comments, stuff like that. Let me know about the, like I said with the earlier. Like, I've been wondering about the Lego game. Kind of thinking about getting it. Maybe I'll do that on the channel. I mean, if I got it, I would do it. That's why I'm wondering if you guys want to see it or not. That's like the thing that, if you want to see it, I'll end up getting. I like those games, and like I said, I get something to play on with my kids on the channel as well. Also, maybe my wife, who knows, stream or something at some point. Kind of like It Takes Two back in the day. But yep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.